I hope you have enjoyed the lunch. It's a simple vegetarian lunch, and we have the caterer to bring it all the way from USJ, Pakistani styles of cooking. At the same time, we have Pakistan mangoes, right? They brought in all the way from Pakistan, so it's sweet, juicy, and less fiber as compared to our Malaysia mango. And it's selling at 10 ringgit per piece, and all the proceeds will go to the flood victims as well. So all these are all in the name of good cause. So once again, we thank you for all your contributions, your support, right, in making this event possible and a success. So we shall continue. We shall continue with the program of presenting the cheques that we have collected from various Buddhist society. But before we go on to that, I would like to invite Brother Bobby as the Deputy President of BGF to deliver President's speech. Yes. So let's welcome Brother Bobby.
Thank you, Brother Wifa, Venerables, Chief. I'd like to deliver a speech on behalf of our President, Datuk Sri Dr. Victor Wee, who apologizes because he's away on a trip to Tibet. He's doing a recce trip for our Tibetan trip next year. Datuk Sri would like to thank the Theravada Buddhist Council for choosing BGF as the venue for the cheque handling ceremony. And we are very honored by the choice of the center, because as a new member of BGF, we are very proud to collaborate in the fundraising of the Sri Lankan flood relief. The funds raised by the participating societies have been very impressive. We would like to express our thanks to Brother Tan Ling Huat, President of the Theravada Buddhist Council, for heading this project and for keeping all of us in the loop. And also we'd like to thank all the brothers and sisters who are present here who have donated so generously. Our special respect to Chief Reverend Saranankara, who has inspired us with his outstanding dedication and acts of compassion. We have all seen pictures and videos of how the Chief had personally come in to join in the packing of the donated items for Sri Lanka. And like just now this morning, those who were here, we heard a talk about how inside the container is like a sauna, right? So I think we should all help wherever we can. Chief has set a very outstanding example. On our part, we would like to thank Sister Dolly Teo and the Ladies Connection there, all those in aprons, red. This fundraising luncheon came about as a result of Sister Dolly Teo's idea of having a luncheon to raise funds for the Sri Lanka flood victims. The response has been overwhelming. We sold out 200 tickets, and it shows the kindness of our fellow Malaysians who like to be part of acts of compassion. We thank everyone for supporting this luncheon. And we'll thank Brother Jean for catering the food. We also like to convey the message that BGF will be more committed to contribute to the efforts of the Theravada Buddhist Council so that we can build a stronger, more cohesive, and better informed Buddhist community. So with this, I'd like to pass back to the MC, Brother Wifa. Thank you.
Thank you, Brother Bobby, for delivering Datuk's speech. Can I just borrow your claps again for the ladies sections who have put up all their efforts? Right? So they have worked effortlessly, or worked very, very hard. Not effortlessly. It's full of efforts to make this a possible. It seems like effortlessly, yeah. But they have. If you are in the chat group, then you know what is happening. All right. So that's the wonder of the technology these days. Nevertheless, these things makes it possible for us. Now I'd like to move on to the cheques presentations for this flood disasters. A lot of societies has actually put in effort, not only BGF, all these Buddhist societies, regardless of where they are, they have put in tremendous efforts in collecting monies and all these necessities, and now they'll send it to Sri Lanka. And here today, they are here. The representative are here, and they will deliver the collections in the form of mock checks to Chief Reverend, together assisted by Brother Tan from TBCM, right? So with that, I'd like to call upon Chief Reverend and Brother Tan to come to the front to receive those checks, right? So, Chief. So, the names of the society that I call upon, yeah. Okay, the names that I'm going to call for those societies is not in alphabetical order, or it's not in, the amount received the most to the least. It's not, it's just random. So please don't get a different opinion of this. The first society I'd like to call upon to present the check is representatives from YBAM. All right. Thank you, Sister Living. The next society that I'd like to invite is a representative from Sikyain, Malacca. The amount collected is 38,000. Earlier one, sorry. What is the amount? 35,000. So the next society we'd like to call upon is Dhammacakka Buddha Vihara, Malacca. The amount collected is 6,000. Thank you, brother. The next society is Kinrara Metta Buddhist Society. Okay, representations. Oh no, it's President Sister Suchen. And the amount 30,000. Thank you, Sister Suchen. Next, Brother Chim from Subang Jaya Buddhist Association, the president. Or representation, or both. How much? How many thousand? 100,000. By far the highest. More than that, they round down. Humble. Sadhu. The next society that I like to call upon is Vajrayana Buddhist Council Malaysia. Representative from Vajrayana. Yes, Brother Pak. The president of Vajrayana Buddhist Council. How much? 5,000. society is Mahakaruna. How much do you think? 208,000. Thank you and sadhu to Mahakaruna. The next society that I'd like to call upon is from Bandar Utama Buddhist Society, BUBS. And the amount collected is 14,000. Thank you, members of the BUBS. The next society is Pundarika, Malaysia. $1,000 collected. In my list, we have Sri Jayanti Association. And also Sri Jayanti Welfare Organizations. They too have put in the effort in collecting of 50,000. Regardless of the amount, all this effort is priceless. Okay? Now, last but not least, the newest member of TBCM, Buddhist Gems Fellowship. As at today, we have collected and we are presenting a donations of 25,000 ringgit. And Brother Bobby, please present the check. Thank you. Thank you, Chief, and thank you, Brother Tan. Thank you. That's all the checks presentations that we have. Now, I have a figure given here is that in total collections from other societies that not here, what we have collected today here is 551,250. So this, I should say, goes out to all the Buddhist community in Malaysia. Sadhu to you. Thank you. And okay, I'd like to invite Brother Tan Len Huat, President of Theravada Buddhist Council of Malaysia. He likes to give a short speech, right? Let's welcome him.
So my grandson is going to speak. Are you going to speak? I say hello to everybody. Thank you. Venerable Chief, venerable members of the Mahasangha, the project manager of this function. Here they don't call it the organization chairman, they call it the project manager. So the project manager, Sister Dolly, Deputy President of BGF, Brother Ng, and brothers and sisters in the Dhamma. Actually, I'm very, very, very pleased today. You go through the normal way, I have to thank you and thank you and thank you. But before I say thank you, I must express my feeling today. We see Buddhist unity today. Yeah? We see Buddhist unity. We have got the president of Vajrayana Buddhist Council here. We have the president of the MBCC, Brother Eddie is here. You know, people from the various Buddhist sect. We are all here to combine, to give hand, to assist people who are actually facing a lot of predicaments in their life. Huh? And this, I am very pleased, like I've said, that all of us are here. All of us have extended our help, which is very rare that we can see this happening. But in the Buddhist circle, it happens because we all believe in compassion. Because our master has taught us compassion. And it is very nice, very pleased to know that we are actually practicing compassion. So now let me thank the organizing chairperson again for inviting us to participate in this function. Let me tell you again that we give them hardly 5 days notice, I think. The first time when I called Dato Sri was about 5 days ago, and then I spoke to Sister Dolly. They only had 5 days to incorporate our program into their function. So Sister Dolly, thank you for a job well done. And also we want to thank Dato Sri and the deputy for allowing us to come in here and to join in this function. Now it was a very short notice. We had a few shortcomings. If we had, please pardon us. For those of you, maybe you have contributed, but I've missed out your names. I must apologize. It's not that we did not value your contribution, but it was a very short notice that I had. Now, whenever you have a flood, then people will have a lot of difficulties, They also sometimes will face depression sometimes, Depression, they also become aggressive sometimes, There's also aggression sometimes, depression, aggression, physical pain. You realize that Venerable was saying that some children are without mothers and some mothers are without children after this kind of happening. So we have got people. So now what do we do? People who have lost spirit, have lost everything. Actually, when you lose everything means you almost lose your life. You have lost your will to continue living, actually. When you see like what we say just now, you children without parents, parents without children. So how? The agony they go through. So what can we do? What little we can do? So I saw that kind of determination in Venerable. Our Venerable Chief started this moving. It wasn't TBCM, right? So this credit that we have today, that the funds came rolling very fast, was because of the hard work of our Venerable Chief, Venerable Saravankara. I saw a very hard-working monk who was trying to raise funds, was so interested, so eager to put his compassion into action. I saw that. And also a monk who is very keen to help to boost the image of TBCM. TBCM is actually very unknown to you all also, I believe so. I see smiling faces. Not many of you have heard of us, but Venerable wants to promote TBCM. So got us to help him, and giving us the spotlight. So everybody thinks that we have done a lot. But honestly, all the hard work is being put by Venerable. All the experience in the swana that you heard about is experienced by him. I was only in the swana for a while. I didn't go into the swana. I was outside for 2 hours only. But Venerable has been there for hours. Venerable and the other monks were there also. Other Venerables were there. They're not here today. All the Venerables from Sri Lanka were there. They spent hours in the swana there. And the load that we put in was not light. We have got army beds from Fort Wang Tan. They gave us about 50 army beds. They are not represented. Oh yeah, Brother Xiao is here, isn't it? BLIA. Okay. Is Brother Xiao here? Okay, so Brother Xiao, that's from Fort Wang San. They gave us 50 army beds. They have also gone to Sri Lanka to distribute their collections. They have collected about, I think, one cargo load, one container load, and they all have reached Sri Lanka. Venerable and TBCM, we have delivered 3 cargo loads, 3 containers already into Sri Lanka. You see, whenever there is a flood again, the first necessity, these are things that we should be aware, you know. Sometimes we are not aware. We are not aware. But the first thing you do is when there is flood, you know that people are suffering from a lot of physical pain, oppression, depression, you know, and the economic suffering also. They lose their jobs also, you know. You see? So people are suffering, you know. So what do we do and how do we help them again? We are coming back. So now people like Fort Wang San has already delivered the things there. So the first thing they need in such situation is we have to now be mindful that we have to give them immediate food, you know, food that are available to be eaten immediately without cooking. Because, you know, during the flood, you do not have facilities to cook anymore. You probably have lost everything. So you need things that you can eat, like biscuits and water. Those will be the immediate relief that they need. Subsequent to that, then we can talk about maybe the medium term is how to improve on the facilities there. Maybe, you see what happens that these floods happen, okay, they lost everything because of the landslide, what Venerable say. For the landslide, they lost everything. And also, let's not forget that sometimes you live in a kampong, your house is not so sturdy, correct? So when the water flows, your whole house flows with the water. So we hope that we can have some medium-term plan for them. Maybe Venerable has ideas that we should also maybe build schools for them, or replace some of the houses for them, so that in future, if they encounter another flood, they don't lose everything. At the most, we get wet only. I have experience in a flood before. I didn't get wet also. So that is the best that we can experience. But now what happens is because you live in kampong houses, you lose everything. Everything flows with the water. So we hope that we can help them to overcome this in future. We are thinking of a medium-term plan and also maybe long-term. So we are reminding you that today, now what Brother said just now, that as of today, we have collected so much money, 500 over 1,000. That is not the ultimate. It is only as of today. We hope to continue. We hope to continue collecting so that our dreams, our plans for them will be realized shortly, will be realized quickly. So what happens now is between Venerable and me and all the devotees, if you are interested, you want to join us, we are going into Sri Lanka, but not as disaster tourism, not as disaster tourists. You know, that is another bad habit that people have. People like to visit that place as a disaster tourism. Betul? So we are not going as a tourist there. We are going to see what we can do for them. Venerable has plans. Venerable has a lot of compassion in him. We want to see that we are able to maybe do a project for them, you know, and complete that project before we stop our aid to them. So we hope that you all here, we are very happy with your support. It is very overwhelming. I think we started this about only 3 weeks ago, and we have got more than $500,000, you know. So we'll continue. Please continue. Our banks are never closed. You can continue collecting, and as long as we need the money, we will tell, you know, if we have reached the target, which I think is it's not possible to reach the target because there are about 600,000 people displaced. There are about 18,000 houses destroyed. There are more than 200 lives being destroyed. So I don't think we can reach our target, but at least help us to achieve whatever level we can. That is our appeal to you. So continue, and in the good spirit of Buddhism, as taught by the Master, let us actually put our compassion into action. There's a lot of talk about compassion, but we must put it to action. And today, like I've said, I want to stress that we are very happy. I've got a lot of good friends, all from the various councils here to help us. And again, we thank BGF for giving us this opportunity, for giving me this platform to be able to address you today. With that, I will say thank you very much for your support. Sadhu. Sadhu.
Thank you, Brother Tan Ling Huat, the President of Theravada Buddhist Council of Malaysia. Okay, I'd like to move on to some of these BGF thing. Okay, on the 6th of May, right to 10th of May, last month, we have celebrated this relic exhibitions. This brochures is available. If you really want to take it home, we have some there, you know. So for you to know, there actually have some. We have relics from the Buddha, the Sariputta, Moggallana, Mahakassapa, from Ananda, Rakula, and from Sivali. So don't question us how genuine it is, but it is there during the exhibitions. And during that exhibitions, this year BGF celebrated 12 days of Wesak celebrations prior to that Wesak Day. So during these relic exhibitions, from day one onwards, we have 12 hours of chanting. So we have invited various Buddhist society. Those who have participated, they take up 1 hour and do the chanting. So it was 12 hours of continuous, non-stop chanting for the relics. So it was really a blessing that we have all these societies' support and your contributions. And today we are taking this opportunity to show our gratitudes and our appreciations by giving some of our token of appreciations. Okay, but of all, we like to also thank Chief Reverend for his support. And because of this, we have a memento, a simple posters form, and 2,000 ringgit to be given to the Sangha Fund. So I'd like to call upon Brother Bobby to give this souvenir to Chief Reverend on behalf of the Sangha. Okay. The next society is Sikain Malacca. So can we have a representative from Sikain? Yes, they came all the way to join the chanting. For the society, we have this alms bowl. Yeah, it's an alms bowl. It's all sealed. It's inside and sealed. Okay. The next society that I would like to invite is Kinrara Metta Buddhist Society. Thank you for your participations. Next society is Subang Jaya Buddhist Association. Again, thank you, Brother Chim, for bringing a group of people to join the chanting. Next, I'd like to call upon Brother Pak, representing Vajrayana Buddhist Council of Malaysia. And the last one that are here today is Selangor Vipassana. Can we have a representative from Selangor Vipassana? Thank you, Brother Bobby. Thank you all. Well, that concludes today's event. Of course, before we say goodbye, there's some slideshows. Okay. Okay, give us a minute. We're trying to set up the system There's a slideshow to be presented. Yeah, so this is one. All right, while waiting for them to set up the system, okay, hang on to your horses, boy. Now, Chief suggests that we conclude today's event with all your good merits and your offers, offerings, and your dana. We will do the transfer of merits, right? Then only we proceed with the slideshows. Then after that, once I may not have the opportunity to say thank you to you already, but then it is thank you and goodbye. So I will see you in the next event of BGF. So Chief, you.
Can you come, some of the represent for the BGF side as well as for the TBCM, VCM, MBCC, Subang, few of the Buddhist societies can come forward, then easier. Yes. Those who are given the check as well, yes, transfer merits, and others can combine as well. Okay. As Brother Tan just mentioned, what they're going to do it for the today, they participating for the fundraising charity lunch. At the same time, the chanting of the sutras, the last month, appreciation for that, those wonderful people contribute that chanting section to appreciate that moment. And also today, actually the TBCM borrow this opportunity rather than their organizing another one to share that moment check presentation as well, what he mentioned with the Tan. And also I think he mentioned keep on going on this charity project, and also he planning to visit on the 27th to the until 30th for the, yes, I think 4 or 5 people are joining with him, I think. And they had the plan, I think they're going to show it later, but for the build the small houses as well as for the 1 or 2 school building, simple house and simple school building, which this is one of the TBSM, TBC, the members committee decide that particular thing to do it. I think you can see it, that's a small house going to be there. Oh no, the double is not this one. This is the school, very simple building, and going to do it at that as well. This is the ongoing, this is, let's say that I mentioned to some of the members, any society sponsoring for that amount, I strongly believe it, I think maybe 20 to 25,000, I think simple house, able to build, I'm not sure. Or the school, I think going to be maybe 100 to 200,000, I think in between, I think 100 over 1,000, I think able to complete, I'm not very sure until we get the things. And let's see later on later, but what I mentioned over here, ongoing things we are going to have it, what is the important things, if we write effort each and every one taken, that the society going to be sponsored that particular house or particular school, lead by the Theravada Council, sponsors by that respectable organization. Why I mentioned, you may not interest the name, but the many incidents happen, charity project when you organize, the end project, sometime, as I mentioned earlier, the result, we can't see it. The important thing, anyone donate to the BGF today, 50 ringgit, if you see the BGF sponsored by one particular building or one particular house, one particular school classroom, the donor is going to be great joy. That joy is very important. That happiness create the person mind is important in sense. I donated 50 ringgit, I donated 5 ringgit, I donate the 50 cent, 1 ringgit. My 50 cent, my 1 ringgit, 100 ringgit is there in that building. That's a joy. The joy is creating next time whenever fundraising project taken place, any of the organization, people have confidence to do it. That's very important. I think I strongly feel it. And all those last time, I think we keep on donating. We are never expect anything, but there's a lot of the incident, good incident happen. A lot of good things happen as well. In between one or two, maybe happen not the present the things, but it's joy. And whatever thing once you give charity is a wonderful thing. But this under TBCM, I think they take a very much the hard work. When they exactly ask each and every one of the TBCM, being the members, and this collective effort taking all of you, it's not 1 or 2 hours or 2-3 days. Continuously last couple of days, couple of weeks, amount of effort you've taken, even the some of the high donation we get it, not only single organization, some of the, even the Mahakarna get the 200, but not totally 100% Mahakarna organization donated. That for the Dhamma University Bentong, they contributed. Some of this, even the Sedam Buddhist Society, they contributed. The few Buddhist societies are contribution money inside that big amount as well. They said they're willing to help as well. If you have a future plan, they don't mind to assist all of you. And some other Buddhist organization call us. You say, if there any future program or project, then do it as well. And recently we proposed the TBCM. Why not we create the TBCM itself, the disaster fund, any emergency happen, at least that fund can use. Being the national body, the capable leadership, the TBCM at this moment having, and the BBCM as well, that's a very important thing to erect that type of fund emergency and to use it. That particular moment emergency one, there's nothing much fund we having any of the organization. The collective effort we have to keep that as the reserve fund for that occasion come, we immediately can respond, immediately we can do certain relief work as well. Number of organizations are doing. Being the national body, I think they are compassion, they are great, the generosity, I think able to reach out to the smile many people at that situation. And also overall, I mentioned all those things to have a great joy in your own mind, to share that wonderful thing, as the MC mentioned, wonderful people around gathering here, all of you help to organize things. Without this function, we won't be colorful. And also to add another thing, it's a great double, triple joy each and everyone experience. Your joy is a greatest, the happiness, greatest meritorious activities that lead you to heal your inner self. That healing itself, the mental healing, lead you to the many goodness as well. Rejoice. The same time, wonderful, this mental energy, share with the departed one, transfer it to all the departed relatives, and the same time, share with the other, all the sentient beings as well. That great compassion heal you again, one more time, with a better human being. Thank you very much. Slowly pour the water while we recite the verses. Okay, let us all of you, whatever merits you've done, not only today, participating for dana, participating for the charity drive, participating for all those wonderful things as I'm the pension and the dolly and the good group of people, the wearing. I thought they all are chef, the professional cook cooking today in the BGF. I got another team to cook. But they are great help they done for the to help for all those things, and that Dolly another group, and each and every one of you, hard work, try to be, reflect, and just share that beautiful mental thought with all the deceased departed one while we recite these verses slowly forward inside. Huh? Yatha varivapura paripurenti sagerang evamiva ito dinnang hitanang upakampati unnami udakang vattang yatha dinnang pavatvet evamiva ito dinnang hitanang upakampet idang minyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo idang minyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo idang minyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo sadhu sadhu sadhu.
Namo Buddhaya. Venerable Sarankarana Mahatera asked me to thank all of you for your presence, for your support, for your contribution in one way or another. Actually, it's good to let you know that the donations that you've given are in good hands. Right now, Venerable Indaratana, a disciple of Chief Varun, is in Sri Lanka now, actually, directly involved in the supervision of the distribution of all those food stuff, school bags, school uniforms, shoes, writing materials, and so on and so forth, for those students directly involved in the flood disaster. I think it's a relief for us to know that our donations are in good hands. There are many occasions in the past, sometimes you are not too sure whether what we have given reached the target people. There sometimes we have heard about a lot of food stuff, millions, what you call somehow not distributed to the right people. So in this case, with the direct involvement, the direct what you call leadership of a Chief Reverend, you can be sure that the donations are in good hands. And Father Tanning, what also have given his personal assurance as the President of Theravada Buddhist Council of Malaysia, to also to drop by in Sri Lanka together with Chief Reverend to make sure that everything is being carried out well for the good and the benefit and welfare of all those affected victims of the flood. Once again, thank you to all of you. Sadhu, Sadhu, sadhu.
Thank you, everyone. Hope to see you soon. Drive safe, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and may the Triple Gem continue to bless and guide you always. Sadhu to all of you. We shall see you again. Thank you. And after this, a request, may the council members and the sanghas, we want to take photos with you. A request from the BGF committee. The members from the councils, the other societies, representatives, together with the Sangha, the BGF committee would like to take a photo.
A special request from a chief for those representing the various Buddhist organizations who have received, who have presented the check just now. Please come forward with a group photo. Please bring along your mock check.